Oh.
Oh my god. You gotta switch your jump, by the way.
What a monkey.
Am I on? Am I here? Oh no,
Yeah,
I'm not signed in. Am I?
And there's Kenny.
Oh,
Nope.
But Kenny got a nice little avatar there.
Yeah, I know. Who did that for you? Because I need one of those.
long story.
Obviously, I paid them. Obviously, I paid them.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. There I am. Hold on, give me a second.
Yeah, we ain't starting yet anyway. This is going to be a quick one tonight.
Still waiting on Holland too, right?
Yeah. It was something you just mentioned that I really just wanted to talk about for a quick second.
All right, I'm back. Are we live?
Yeah, we've been live.
Joe, you muted.
Nobody's muted.
Joe.
Oh, Joe is. He probably muted himself for a second.
Yeah, I'm doing something. I don't want to make sounds.
Yeah. We so busy not even really trying to do this tonight, but hey.
All right, niggas. Neengans and fleas. There we go.
Anyway, good evening. Welcome to the OmegaSquad podcast, episode number 3.
Are we live already? My bad.
Yeah, man.
We live, baby. We live.
Yeah, we live. Yeah, episode 3. Yeah. Anyway, I am host, Mr. Rice Master Rice over here. Introduce yourself.
Rice Master Rice.
Yep, Rice Master Rice.
It's Asar, aka Hanyu, aka Ooh, what you got in them jeans, aka
Sir. Sir. Sir, please.
aka yeah, I'm here.
You know, I know that joke.
Anyway, Kenny.
Hello, I'm Kenny Bitcoins. Unfortunately, I play Street Fighter 5. And go Eagles. We are the champs, baby.
Mr. Omega Nitro.
You already know what it is, man.
No, we don't.
OmegaSquad. Omega Nitro in the building. I'm Holland. What's good, people? Go Eagles. We won the Super Bowl. Suck it.
Unfortunately, Rift and Mr. Sneaker O'Toole couldn't join us tonight. Rift is sick, and Lamar got personal stuff to take care of. Anyway, our special guest of the evening, Mr. Joseph Token. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I play fighting games like, I don't know, Street Fighter 5 and Injustice. And I'm trying to kick your addiction on Final Fantasy 14. Hi.
Okay.
Absolute fucking worst.
Wow.
All right. So yeah.
Play fighting
So
games.
you know.
But
Dog.
this man is oh my god, plays the worst games possible.
Oh my god. Hey, so Joe is what we like to call a video game masochist. As in, like, if it's shitty and he has a horrible time playing it and he loves it and he'll never give it up.
Yo,
If it's a good game, he'll leave it in the fucking packaging.
Right?
But if it's a crappy game, he's in
He'll
there.
play that
This man used to speedrun Sonic 06.
Yo, man. Batman Arkham Origins is actually really good too.
Did you start
You don't believe
speedrunning?
that.
Did you start speedrunning Sonic Forces also? That shitty game too?
Oh yeah, he was speedrunning that too.
Oh my god.
Some
Anyway.
men just want to see Sonic burn.
What's the topic at hand?
Anyway. Since we're all Philly brethren in here, we could talk about the Super Bowl in here.
What?
Me, unfortunately, I am not an Eagles fan.
You already did.
I was, but they disappointed me for too many damn years.
What fan are you, Rice?
Huh?
What fan are you?
Oh, damn. Damn, it's like that?
I am
Going back to being an Eagles fan.
Go ahead.
I am
say
not
it.
going back to being an Eagles fan. I am still going to be a Falcons fan.
Oh, they fell last year. The ones that didn't make it last year.
Oh man, yeah, but yeah, it's 28-3. It's 28-3 in the Super Bowl.
Listen,
but,
man,
listen,
we're not going to talk about that.
Well, we're going to talk about
this.
the Eagles.
The subject got to change now, don't it?
Listen, the topic right now is the Eagles
and how
they won their game fair, square, cleanly, with all these.
And after they trashed the Falcons,
shut up.
And after they bodied the Vikings,
annihilated
the Vikings.
Dolphins.
Then they came in against the man Tom Brady, who threw 500 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, and then got bodied, strip sacked, and the game's over. And the Eagles win anyway. My man, Big Dick Nick Foles.
So you just had to assume his size.
You had to really call that.
Hey man, that's what I heard. That's what I was at the Eagles parade, and I heard from a reputable source, from the man who's standing next to the man, that's what they call him.
So
I
Nick
saw
Foles
a
like
girl walking down the street with a sign saying "Big Dick."
Yeah, I saw that shit. That was funny.
Big dick. Whatever. Okay, whatever.
Wow.
I ain't come up with that. So
we're not talking about dicks.
So
right
don't
now.
add me.
Yeah, please.
Don't
talking
add
about
me. The parade was lit. People hate Philly fans, and we don't care.
Let's not talk about dicks, okay?
Yeah,
You're still talking about it. What's going on, sir?
Let's talk about something else.
Stop bringing it up then.
I didn't bring it up. I'm saying
Leave it alone.
Next topic, please.
Let it go. I said what I said.
Anyway,
Sucks tonight.
anybody tonight is a very different night compared to any other night because honestly, I'm kind of tired and
they're not trying to hear that, right? So what's the next topic?
Yeah, right. It's a different night because
nobody's
it's the first time the Eagles ever had a Super Bowl parade.
A little bit. Man.
No.
So people talking about the one. No, I got this. There's people talking about the 2 plays, the 2 catches. It was fair and square. The refs made the correct call, but people aren't used to that because they used to the refs cheating for the Patriots. So the Eagles got the correct calls. They won. There was absolutely nothing controversial about that shit. Chris Collinsworth can eat a dick.
Yes, he can.
Wrong.
I got so sick and tired of hearing his freaking voice. I really muted it for a little bit, to be perfectly honest.
You're not alone.
Kevin tweeted about the biased commentary or something.
I did. I was like, get your stupid ass off the microphone. Like everyone heard it.
Like that shit was so annoying. I couldn't deal with it.
Like you could tell he thought the fix was in and the Patriots was just going to win.
Mm-hmm.
That was sick. Another
thing I really want to talk about is that hit that Malcolm Jenkins did with that boy.
Goodness.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
You mean the guy that laid him
He laid him.
He got rocked. I mean, although like years ago, we used to see that in football all the time until they started really like fucking
making all these little punk calls and everything.
Yeah, you just can't hit people. So it was good. It was nice to see somebody actually get their bell rung again. Although I hope that man is all right because he certainly didn't look all right.
The only reason he got laid out like that is because he was trying to do some extra stuff, knowing he couldn't go nowhere.
He got bodied.
And then Malcolm Jenkins came from the blind side and just rocked him.
Oh, that guy that tried to jump for whatever reason?
No, not the dude who got powerbombed like it was WWF. But the dude spun around, tried to run, and then got hit from the side. That got blindsided, and then just helmet to helmet, and got rocked.
It wasn't helmet to helmet.
Oh,
well, it was a little helmet contact, but what you expect? You got a big, gigantic helmet on you.
I mean, he's running. He was a runner at that point, so it was completely fair. Like that was helmet to helmet contact, but it was completely fair. It was a good no call. There was no penalty to be assessed on that play, and Patriots fans, sorry. It's like Tom Brady the man, but when he up against
sorry for nothing.
Tom Brady the man, when he up against my Eagles, he gotta lose. Sorry.
It's no use. Take this.
You like this?
Exactly.
Anyway, any other comments on the victorious Eagles this evening?
Nah, we good.
All right. Anyway, our first real fighting game topic of the evening.
Uh-oh.
Well, there's technically two. NaClRice leaving Team Liquid and Infiltration leaving Team Graph. How do y'all feel about that? And who do you think will possibly pick them up?
Pro players
Leave all the
contracts
time.
run out and they switch teams. More news at 11. Like,
Yep.
like that's not even a. It's like so.
Like we kind of saw NaClRice leaving like back in like December. Like,
I mean,
kind of saw that happening.
I mean, yeah, and Infiltration left some or other. Echo Fox probably gonna pick them both up. And
Yeah.
everybody the hell else. So
Echo Fox could be like the Mr. X gang from Streets of Rage.
yep, and just get everybody.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I think like some of these players need to stop jumping back and forth between all these teams, man.
A lot of times it doesn't have any. It's not up to them though.
Yeah, but it's like still like.
To be honest,
why would Team Liquid let NaClRice go when he just won Capcom Cup?
Probably there's some personal reasons behind it. Like, I don't think he's like publicly said anything yet.
Well, yeah, I know that, but it's like why? Like you can't let him. You can't just let his contract run out and just abandon
I
him.
think it was
If he doesn't re-sign, then
Players come and go, man.
I don't know.
The nature of
Or at least try to sweeten the deal for him to stay, because I think like some players just good for their brand. I don't know.
I think Nuck probably wanted to leave, so he did. Like it's really that simple.
Yeah, there's usually I'll be like, man, I don't know. You're right, but I don't know. We don't know his exact reasoning. It could have been a mutual agreement. It's all up to him at the end of the day.
Yeah.
This is a topic that's kind of difficult to talk on because we have like no actual information. We don't have any insider information on why these players chose to leave the teams that they were on. But it happens. It's the type of thing that happens all the time. So it's like, anyway, Yusuf.
Oh, he fucked off.
Wow.
Okay, Yusuf has no comment.
All right, sorry, I had to get some water. My bad.
Anyway, how you feel about NaClRice leaving and Infiltration leaving Team Graph and all that other stuff?
They'll be all right. Someone's gonna pick them up fast anyway. You think they're gonna stay unsigned forever?
I mean, yeah, basically.
They will be okay. They will go right to the next. K Brad left EG and hop right on some random sponsor called Ghost. So
he got
they will all be okay. They make their sponsors too much money.
But like the thing with Infiltration is like, didn't he just sign with Team Graph like not too long ago?
Maybe they wasn't the best.
But he left Razor for that. So it's just like, wow.
Wouldn't you?
Huh?
Wouldn't you?
Well, I don't know what they was offering, so I guess Graph was offering something better, I guess.
We don't know.
We don't know, so it's kind of up in the air.
It's a moot point.
Well, damn. Someone. Anyway, it's going to be a quick one tonight any damn way, so I don't... Anyway. Men RD starts his own esports team, the San Domingo Tigers, for local Dominican talent.
That's gonna be nutty.
Why you
I
think?
mean, we'll see if he has anybody other than the dude Cabo. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking the whole time.
Like, does he have anybody other than Cabo? Maybe. I guess we'll find out.
I don't think he even has Cabo signed yet. Or Cabo?
I think it's
I don't
Cabo.
know.
I don't want to butcher his name.
It might be Cabo. But I don't think he has anybody signed other than one person right now.
Mena has to teach Cabo how to go Super Saiyan.
Oh. Do y'all think that possibly any other players will start doing that, like making their own teams and stuff like that?
If they have the means, I think
like
it's a really cool idea.
Like a real esports team.
Yeah,
do you need like money? Don't you need like money for that?
Oh
yes.
But you also early, but not just money either. But
or did everyone just have a agreement?
Remember, he did just win Capcom Cup. He did get a lot of money.
Yeah, but how much money he gonna give off from his prize winning? Like,
I mean, the other thing about it is this is not like this anything new, man. Like, damn, like 8 years ago, FNEX was a thing.
Shout out to Deyasha.
Yeah, like there's been plenty of players who have like made their own teams. Getting like a sponsorship and like the kind of teams like Razer or Team Liquid or whatever, that's something different. That's something like where it's like a major corporation sponsorship, where it's like a conglomerate team that's not just about a fighting games or about Street Fighter or anything else, but like a collection of people. It has been like a thing forever since Empire, which was before FGC was esports at all. So, you know, you say, are other players going to do it? Other players, this ain't nothing new. Other players been doing this type of stuff.
But I mean, like, really try to venture off into the real esports world.
Into the esports model.
Yeah.
It's
possible.
It's hard to like gauge how good or bad it'll go. Yeah, he's young, and I'm pretty sure he has not actual advisors, but people advising him on what he should do and what channels to go through. I just want to see how it's going to pan out in the long run. Because I don't know, money runs out, and you know, players want to do their own thing. But if he's doing it his own way and with people he actually trusts in, I think it can go well.
Yeah, like, is it just that they have jerseys, or do they have like salaries, and you know what I mean? Because not all teams are created,
right?
So what kind of deal is it?
Well,
and, you know, it's like business ventures rise and fall. So I have respect for him as any. If he wants to do his own thing, which I think is a very wholesome, creative idea, actually, to take your own players under your umbrella and teach them the right way, then that's pretty cool. But as long as it pays off in a way that benefits his community, then I'm all for it.
Yeah,
I think that's a really cool idea.
I'm glad that someone's doing that, because not too many people doing that.
You know, strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah, basically.
That too.
Take stuff in your own hands. And the Dominican Republic apparently doesn't really have that much
FGC presence.
much FGC presence anyway. So they got to drum it up themselves.
That's true. It could be, in a way, Mena has to be thankful to Street Fighter V, just because since it's following an esports model, that money is paying it forward for his community through Street Fighter V. So you can say Street Fighter V did change a lot of things for his where he lives. That's really cool.
All right, hold on a second. I'm surprised. I thought he wasn't going to show tonight, but. All right, 1 second, y'all. Crap.
Oh, you are a flailer. Okay.
Anyway. So can we please have Arc System work? Please fix these damn servers for Dragon Ball. Oh, God.
I like the servers.
Man,
You like the servers?
You like the
For
servers?
Dragon Ball?
Something wrong with you, sir.
Yeah, I never had problems. I can join any room. Oh, I know, but y'all, my bad. Y'all got problems. My bad.
Yeah. God. You were such a
Right, so you know, in case you haven't run into this situation, like our privileged Asar here,
right.
When Fighters first launched, there was like a ton of problems with people being able to connect, basically to rooms, to other people, and they apparently fixed the room issue, so we can basically go in whatever lobby we want, which is great. But there's the friggin' pesky problem of us trying to set up ring matches and go in, and then you go in and that room's not found, error shows up and you can't join the ring. It still happens, which is really annoying, and I really hope that, well, not even so much Arxis, but Bandai Namco fixes that shit, because I mean, why can't we just have normal ass lobbies, man? Like
a simple invite system that, like,
and you still can't invite people.
I was, man. I am super.
The way he made him sound, he meant it from the side.
Yo.
Okay, wait, no button.
I can't like I'm trying to hit people up.
Oh man, I've been trying to play all my peoples and I can't play them, man.
You can't play them because it's like, oh, what room are you in? Oh, I'm in fucking dilly squat match and fucking random region room, whatever the fuck.
Random
Like,
region.
random region 1XX. Like why I gotta go through all that, man? Like, why can't I just invite somebody? All right, invite, we playing. That's it. That's all anybody ever wants.
I'm sorry, I got to deal with that.
Yeah,
Oh, shut up. You got to deal with that whole room thing, too. You can't even tell the difference between arena match and ring match.
I know.
But I can go on all of them. How about that? I can go on all of them.
no, but that is a big deal though. It's kind of fucked up that at first it was you're too good, so we're gonna mark you with all the good people.
Wait,
I'm like, well, what's the point? What if I want to play my friends?
I'm surprised you made it, bro.
Well, I was told 8:30 and then 9 and then 8:30 and then
You're here. It's okay.
Let's go.
Okay, Lamar. Anyway.
Let's go.
Anyway, all right. So this week we had a very special announcement. It was EVO 2018. The games that was announced.
It was marvelous.
Yeah, marvelous indeed.
Oh man.
Joe, stop.
Oh god. I really did.
Marvelous.
Anyway.
Not only did you get 2 Smash games,
Yeah.
you got 3 anime games.
Hold on. Let me
I love that video, by the way.
actually announce.
Okay, get to it, Rice. You take
Street Fighter 5, Dragon Ball Fighters, Tekken 7, Smash 4, Melee, BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, Justice 2, and Guilty Gear Rev 2.
Yay, Guilty Gear.
Yay, Guilty Gear. Yay.
But yeah, if you had listened to that like quick rundown, you'll notice something missing in the equation.
I think everything was marvelous. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it was marvelous.
Yeah, it was marvelous.
What's missing?
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. After
What is
coming
that?
out-
What even is that?
Really, yeah. I mean, I think Capcom is asking the same thing after that one Battle of the Stones tournament, and then that was over. I think the game got patched like one time. We got a few new characters, and then that game is basically dropped off the face of the earth. It will not be an EVO. After I saw, oh my god,
This
my
game
man
is
Scamby, shout outs to him. He posted the funniest. I mean, it wasn't funny, but it made me laugh. He was like, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, 10 years. Marvel vs. Capcom 3, 7 years. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, 0 years.
Now,
Garbage.
It's funny because it's so salty.
that
Marvel won't be there.
this is very surprising because, like, you know,
man.
every year you expect a Marvel versus Capcom game in there.
Well,
You expect
all
2
right. Let's be fair, or well, not even fair. Let's be accurate about this. Well, real talk. It seems like Mr. Wizard has been trying to cut Marvel for years.
Yeah, he has.
Like every
Smash.
year, they like the past few years they had to go through this whole big donation drive thing. I'm surprised I didn't see a donation drive for this year. Maybe they finally realized that shit is kind of drawing. So
Yeah.
they just decided to not do it this year and just say fuck Marvel outright. But like the past few years, I mean, well, I know last year Marvel 3 had to win the donation drive just to get a slot.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
So, like, it's not like Marvel has had a stronghold on the EVO slot at all for the past couple of years. So, it's not too surprising to see it get cut, especially since Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, yeah, that kind of had problems when it came out, to say the least. So,
Problems is an understatement.
indeed. So, you know, once the community is like, oh, this game is trash and we just gonna play Dragon Ball, then why would it be at EVO? So, you know, Marvel fans is mad, but y'all gotta hold that shit. Sorry.
Yep. This is year anime, by the way.
Yep.
Shit.
Well, the anime guys can finally rejoice.
I
Right.
think I don't know. I'm torn about it because it's weird to see it not there, but it's not the end of the world.
Yeah,
Like,
you're a Marvel player, right, Kenny?
Only has some extra
like I was saying, I don't really feel as though it was given a fair shake after the Battle for the Stones thing. It was kind of, if you saw how it was presented at the PlayStation experience and hear Chris G's story, it was like Ono was like commissioned to say, all right, bye, so Street Fighter, woo! And it was kind of like, wait, what? You know, especially a PlayStation experience, which is more so about announcements and how games are made and the process of what they're going through.
Mhm.
It just kind of got swept under the rug, and then the rug was incinerated, then thrown into a barrel of acid, never to be seen again. And it sucks for the Marvel fan base because that's their game right now. You know, that's their one game. But
That's what they got.
yeah, that's all that's in the canon. You know what I mean? So I hope there's more announcements. I hope it's treated better than what it was presented and how it was. You know, like. I was gonna say loved, but it wasn't.
It's
So-
not loved.
I think it might be too late.
If it's too late, cool. There's other games that you can venture out into that are similar or better. Dragon Ball. But besides that,
they might even go back to Marvel 3.
yeah, it might be a time to change back the guard of there you go, like a Marvel 3 revival, but you ban certain characters that were considered ridiculous or scrubby or whatever you want to call it, and that'll be that. And if you don't want to do that, then there's other games. And if you don't want to do that, then stay at home. Sorry.
Anyway,
Well,
I mean-
all right. Well, as a TO, I do have to say this: that if your game, if whatever tournament you're looking at doesn't happen to be running your game, then instead of having a fit about it, instead of going to cry about it on Twitter, instead of bitching at that person or friggin' turning on the Linkin Park and slitting your, instead of doing all that,
Mm-hmm.
go to the tournament and still support your game.
Oh, that is
It-
there is that part. Yep.
It really is. It's really that simple. Like if you choose a major, get with your community, choose a major, and say we're all going to go here. That'll be our EVO.
Yeah.
And it's not a perfect answer. It's not the Mandalay Bay. It's not the big stage, but obviously, from looking from the TO's perspective, who's running EVO, your community isn't one of the top communities that they want to showcase at EVO this year. So, you just got to deal with it, man. Like,
There's been other games that
there's
have
been a lot of
and
games that
there's been a lot of games that have been swept to the side or whatever it may be.
King of
And
Fighters.
Yep. And there's a track record behind it, right? But at the end of the day, they are, if it's considered side game status, and it does well, and the reaction is fair or received well, then it could be on the main stage in 2019.
I just want to add one point about
that's
KOF,
also an option.
that the director of KOF said he's not going to EVO now.
Oh wow!
He canceled
Wow.
his trip. Made a tweet on Twitter about it.
Oh, wow.
I mean, well, why would he if
Whoa.
his game isn't going to be there?
There might be a side twin, but
Nah, he ain't trying to go.
And anyway, they were at EVO Japan, so I don't feel quite as bad for KOF.
Yeah, KOF is pretty much EVO Japan. It's going to be pretty much the top game in EVO Japan, in my opinion.
A top game, not the
Well, a top game. You know what I meant? Damn.
Nah,
but
son.
but yeah, like and another thing though, like one thing that my friend said about another issue is that there's a whole lot of people bitching about something when they don't actually run anything.
Yeah.
And it's real, and it's a fucked up thing to say. Especially,
Who is this person?
especially and it's a fucked up thing to say when, or if you take it kind of like if you take the stance of we're customers and you're like providing a product and type of shit, but you got to remember that the entire FGC is grassroots. Like we come from, people forget where all of this shit came from, and it really came from just a couple people being dedicated enough to the community to step up and make something out of it themselves. So when you come out like, oh, why isn't this game there, or why isn't this game there, it really just rings hollow, because where do you get off telling the TO what to run or how to run or what's best for his tournament when you're not doing anything for the scene yourself? So like that type of stuff rings hollow, and like even though your frustration is definitely understandable, you got to also look at it from the standpoint that well they're doing it and you're not. So you don't really have you don't have a leg to stand on. So go out, and there's other ways to get your game out there. I'm talking specifically to the Marvel heads, but that's really to anybody. Like
the thing
like if you don't if the community isn't serving you, then you get together as the community and find a way to serve it yourself.
The one thing I had issue with the lineup was that, again, not only there's 2 Smash games, but that's pretty obvious why they're there. But that BlazBlue cross tag panel is there.
Yeah, that's pretty random. I will say that is random, especially since the big thing that was in the news for was getting blown up for half of its characters being DLC.
They did try to fix it by making the rest of the Ruby members free DLC, but that's the issue. Instead of being most of the cast, now it's half.
Yeah, it's like, well, you still have half of the cast that's locked behind DLC, but you're just getting Yang and Blake for free. And I like Ruby, actually. I think it's a great show. And I definitely didn't want Yang and Blake to be DLC because
they are definitely free. Unlike other Arceus games where they make them free for like a week and then you got to pay for them.
Yeah,
both characters are free forever.
Well, that's awesome because they should have been included in the base roster. How do you include half of the freaking? How do you got Ruby, which has 4 main characters, and then you put 2 of them in, and then make you pay for the rest? Like that's stupid. So yeah, Blake and Yang should be free. They should be on the disc and you should have to download anything. But the point is, we don't really know what this game is about for real. Not too many people have played it. There's not a huge buzz around it, and if we run it in events, that's going to be a nightmare. It's going to be 18 characters that we had to download as DLC for each system.
Yep,
that is drawing. From a tournament standpoint, and then from a community standpoint.
You know what? I never thought of it like that until now. Holy shit!
Apparently, it's not much more than a 4 because the game is only releasing for.
Yeah, whatever. I'll believe that shit when I see it. 18 DLC characters? Are you out of your fucking mind? And the thing is, Street Fighter V may have 18 DLC characters technically at like some point, but this is like after an iteration of years.
Yeah, somebody tried to use that as an argument against me.
BlazBlue comes out the gate like, hey, here's your. It pulled across Tekken, just like out the gate. Hey, here's your game. Oh, we cut half the characters from the game, but we'll give them to you later.
Yep.
Like what? Nobody likes that kind of thing. Like that's ass. If we just knew about the base roster and we said, oh, you'll be receiving DLC characters further down the line, that would have came off better than, hey, there's 40 characters in this game, we're giving you 20. Like that sounds terrible. So that was kind of a PR nightmare and made a lot of people think twice about buying it, myself included. And now the game's an EVO. What? Whatever, man. Still probably better than Marvel though. So, my bad.
So don't wait until it comes out because that might actually be shit.
We'll see. It looks pretty live, and it has Ruby characters, so I'm already like gonna get it eventually. Might get it used though.
Might get it used. Damn. You gonna say something, Lamar?
Lamar, you want
the
to say
one
something?
thing that Eric, actually, a lot of people about the Marvel thing. Eric, the cameraman, he basically was like, you know what people have to understand is this: EVO is way bigger than some just random like local or major that we have here. Like this is the grand stage for fighting games. So with the decline in numbers and what they've seen in the media of the fighting game hub, is that no one's there to play Marvel. They're there to play a bunch of other stuff. But right now, the numbers for Marvel aren't where they need to be.
Well, look at the Steam
at this very moment. So by August, is it August or July this year?
August. It's August.
By August, that number is going to be abysmal.
Probably.
No one, yeah. So
Yeah,
no one's going to.
probably
So no one's going to
major.
do it.
There was like only like 40 people playing on Steam.
Exactly.
But that's the
Well, that's
PC version.
PC though.
But PC Dragon Ball had 44,000 compared to
Joe. That's Dragon Ball.
Joe, that's Dragon Ball.
I'm just saying.
Like, all right, so let's get that. All right, as much as I like a good meme, okay, let's talk about the fact that the vast majority of the tournament players who play Marvel are going to be playing it on PS4.
Right.
The vast majority of people playing Marvel at this point are the tournament players, and the casuals are already long gone. So the fact that nobody's playing it on Steam is because nobody plays it on. None of the tournament players play it on PC, and all of them play it on PS4. That said, there still probably aren't that many people playing Marvel right now. But it's not like nobody's playing it. It's just that the vast majority of those thousands of Dragon Ball players are probably casuals because everybody bought Dragon Ball.
It could be worse than Lawbreakers.
Like even people who like, there's people at my job who don't really play fighting games. They bought Dragon Ball.
He bought Dragon Ball.
So like Dragon Ball is a fun game that it's pick up and play. But if you want to get intricate, you can get intricate.
Here's a good,
literally the best of both worlds, in theory, of course.
Here's a good meme. At work, we was talking about it, and people told me that Dragon Ball FighterZ is good, but it's not as good as Budokai Tenkaichi Great.
Oh, God.
Mother of pearl.
Anyway, all right.
I'm going to leave that one alone.
Leave that alone, okay?
No, but yeah, I feel like that's the thing that people have to understand. Like Eric hit that shit on the nose. It's like, it's one thing if this is like a local major joint, like an E tournament, he's like, yeah, I'm not doing it. But it's another thing. It's like, yo, people are coming overseas and they're not here to play Marvel. They're here to play something else. So why would I clog that spot up with Marvel when I could do something that has a little bit of promise, like the cross battle, Joe? Do something that has a bit of buzz behind it right now.
Cross battle.
That's the shit.
With the business practice that was mediocre, but
yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is.
To send off the subject of Marvel not making it, I remember a certain someone. I'm not gonna name names because everyone's gonna get sensitive.
But, I do not care.
Oh my God, Ray, shut up.
That he said a while ago, as a joke or whatever it may be, that dead games should go away. I don't know who was around for that discussion.
Who said what game should go away? Wait, what game should go away?
This dead game period. No, it was a while ago. It was before like Marvel Infinite was a thing. But he said that dead games should, not be supported as much or be part of the tournament circuit or whatever it may be when it comes to Big E games or in general. I don't remember the context, but I do remember that being said. So now that the shoe's on the other foot, it's just funny that he's upset that people want to feel some type of way or feel like they're slighted by Mr. Wizard when it's a business practice and it's just business.
It's business.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That all of a sudden is a big outcry. So now you know how it feels when those people that want to play their game and it wasn't an EVO and they feel some type of way that it's not there. Now you know what it feels like. So maybe you should play Dragon Ball and shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
I want to know who this person is.
Oh, well, I want to know. He said what game should go away.
No, don't worry about
Dead
that.
games, period. Dead games that are around Marvel 2. Think of a game that's around that.
Oh, dead games should go away.
Yeah, what do you think I said?
Oh, no, I thought you said that game. Like,
oh,
what?
No.
Oh, dead games should go away and not be.
If people still want to play and support them, let them play.
Exactly.
Yeah, let them play
to a degree.
So if we put Marvel Infinite in the corner along with Marvel 2, what would that? How would people feel about that?
They would feel like that's just as much as they would when it happened to Marvel 3. And Marvel 3 looked like it was in the corner. Even
now you know how it feels. But God, damn, ain't that a shame?
Right.
That's unfortunate.
But yeah, and the other thing about it, or rather, one more thing is that even that I don't get that whole dead game should go away. Games are only dead when the community doesn't support them.
Allow them to die. That's what's dead.
Like that's when it's dead. So as much as I don't particularly enjoy watching Melee at EVO at any year, much less every year, I have to respect the fact that they get over 1,000 people to come out to the tournament like every year
with the same top 8,
and then they get the viewers too, which is another thing.
And and thousands of people watch it, and thousands of people and like 1,000 some odd people show up to compete at EVO every year. So that's why Melee still has a spot, even though Smash 4 should by all rights Smash 4 should replace it by now. But
But
still, the Smashers show up in force at EVO because they want Melee and Smash 4.
And guess what game TSM 0 plays on the side? Oh, all right.
What, Dragon Ball?
He retired though.
Yeah, he actually said talking about he's not going to play Smash because he realized.
I'm sorry, Leffen.
Oh, Leffen. Yeah, Leffen plays it on the side.
He plays Street Fighter 5 too.
Wait, doesn't yeah.
But yeah, the one dude, Anti, was like, speaking of Smash, he was like, actually, I don't enjoy Smash. I don't find Smash fun. I was just playing it because I'm good at it, but I actually enjoy Dragon Ball, so I'm gonna actually play that, which is funny.
Wow.
But that's neither here nor there. What we got next?
Mr. Alex Javali.
Oh, okay. Related topic. Well, Kenny, I think you're the one who took the most umbrage with that. So you want to
mention who he is first.
Yeah. Well, introduce.
It's gonna be mean if I do it, but if y'all want that,
then do it.
Kenny, go.
Okay, this privileged white beta male.
Wow.
What I just say?
I mean, you said it was coming in hot. You didn't say it was going to be all that.
Wowzer. Okay.
I'm gonna put it this way. I had plans to go to CEO just to see what it's about. I have friends in Florida. I have friends in Atlanta, so I'm going to be at Final Round, not CEO, because I don't see how you're in the limelight as being a good guy or whatever you want to call him, and all the people that want to support him. That's cool. It's just, why would you make a joke for context? When the Marvel game list got announced, he made a joke,
EVO.
which, of course, anything that's offensive is in hindsight is considered a joke, even though I didn't take it as that. He said, for all the Marvel players that feel as though their game didn't get announced or they got upset or whatever the context was, I think somebody can link
anybody. He said that anybody who has friends, Marvel player friends right now, give them this number.
Give them this number,
yeah.
It was the national hotline for suicide prevention.
Right.
Now, I honestly thought it was a joke number, but then people told me it was a real number. I'm like, oh.
Okay.
So damn. I don't think that should have been touched by somebody that's in this position. If it was a stream monster, and Bum made an excellent video about it, shout outs to Bum. He said, this is not something you should have touched on at all. And I have to agree. That's a very touchy subject. There are people that are in the FGC around you or go to your tournaments that feel some type of way about it.
Mm-hmm.
And
about suicide or about Marvel?
Well,
I mean, I'm just like, which one? You said feel some type of way about it. Which one? Which it are we talking about?
Interchangeable, but yeah, I would say more on the suicidal side. There are a lot of people that have depression in the scene that might not say anything, but the fact that it was brought into the context of Marvel, that's not cool. I don't know. It was an interchangeable way he put it, but the way that came across, it was a tweet and delete. So he got rid of it, but come on. That's the habitual stepper line right there, what he did.
Once you put it up on the internet, it's there forever.
Basically. So someone else touch on it because I don't.
Okay. Go ahead.
No, I feel like it was one of those situations where either way, he win lose. It wasn't good for him because of his stature. Because if a random stream monster said this, okay, that's funny. But if someone who is like, all right, you have to kind of be the better one of the group, and you said some off the wall shit like that, then it's like, okay, why'd you say that?
I feel like he tried to make
Bracket Billy Bomb can just Bracket Bomb Billy can say that shit. But it's Bracket Bomb Billy. He ain't nobody. But
Lamar, to touch on your point, I think that in that context, I think he had a choice. It was just not to say anything at all.
No, he could have made a joke about it still, but it was just a poor taste.
It was in bad taste.
Yeah, it was in bad taste. That's all.
Right. Well,
I found it smirkingly funny, but the fact that it was the actual number that's kind of made it like drawing a little bit.
It was like something real clever, like 1-800-RIP-MARVEL, like as the number pad or whatever. Right. But it was an actual number. It's like, why
Why the real number, bro?
Yeah, that's a little much.
He's drawing.
Like, all right, I'll put it this way: that I do think that people do need to be able to take age, and I do think people get overly sensitive over stuff like really often nowadays, and when stuff isn't that serious. But at the same token, if certain, I think, like, if certain other TOs had done something like that, then they would be on like the On Blast show immediately, or people would be freaking crying for outrage. About how, you know, oh, so and so doesn't care about us.
A Kotaku article would have went out.
Like a Kotaku article, the post on Reddit, all of that type of dumb shit. So, like, you got to know the position you're in. It's going to be on some
at all times.
People are going to be outraged over any little thing that you say that's out of touch at any time. Like the fact that he posted the suicide prevention hotline, you know, just to poke fun at Marvel players. One is stupid because you're the same dude asking people to come out to your tournament
to play said game.
Like you're
at another tournament.
Well, you're the one, you run 2 tournaments a year and you ask people to come out to your tournament, but you kick certain members of the community while they're down. And that's pretty drawing. Even though it was funny, like I personally had like I personally like just laughed at it and let it go because, and even if it was for a game that I actually played, you know, I might have got a little salty about it, but at the end of the day, who gives a crap what some random person tweets on it? Well, not even what some random person, but what anybody tweets on the internet. It's not that deep. But at the same time, him in his position, that's not something you should be able to say and just get away with. And I wouldn't be surprised if a whole lot of people didn't want to go to CEO now.
I know.
But let's not get it twisted. Jabali has done asshole shit the entire time that he's been like. It's not like this is out of nowhere either, or out of character for Jabali.
Yeah,
like,
this is normal.
Jabali can be a real dickhead on social media, and that's nothing new. So if you support him through all the other dickhead shit that he's done, I don't see why this is like, oh, this is the last straw. Other than the fact that why would you direct Marvel players who don't get their fucking video game at a tournament to a suicide prevention hotline? Whew. Like that's just fucking stupid. But whatever, you did some dickhead shit, so what?
Anybody else got anything to say?
Not really. I just felt like he tried to make a joke, but
I found that pretty funny.
I just felt he could probably use a better choice of words, but
he probably just shot himself in the foot. Honestly, he tried to be funny, but it went too far.
Yeah, bad taste.
And his position is going to make it worse.
Yeah, should have just used a different number. To be honest, it would have been.
We're not saying
made a different joke. Made a different joke.
Made a different joke or something.
Yeah, or like if the number was like some type of like like a counseling number or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like a psychiatrist. It still would have been drawing, but there would have been a lot less drawing.
It should have just not been a real number at all.
Yeah.
That was the part that was like, that's pretty gross of you. The fact that it's the actual number is like, why?
Yeah, he had people calling that number.
I didn't bother to call it because I was thinking it was a joke, but damn.
I knew what number it was immediately.
Yeah, I've seen that number.
Yeah.
All right, Max, what's next?
That's it for the night, bruh.
Really?
Yeah, bruh. It was gonna be a short one tonight. It's just one of them nights.
Yeah, we
already covered most of everything that happened recently. Yeah. Unless you,
I'm not covering nothing from like way past like. Nah. Anyway,
yeah, and then we're not covering the most recent thing today either. So yeah.
Right. Oh, the pudding pop.
Anyway,
all right, let's wrap it up, boys.
Anyway, outros. For our guest Joe.
Oh, what's the outro?
Yeah, outro.
Outro.
Last thoughts. Peace out.
Last thoughts. Anything like what you gonna say on your way out?
I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
Be careful in the sea. Be safe. Wear a glove. And have fun.
Lamar.
And watch your girl.
Lamar.
Wow.
Can someone please?
Oh, never mind. I got
a proper.
Don't be an asshole. Don't be an asshole. Have proper major tournament etiquette. If motherfuckers don't want to talk to you, don't talk to them.
Wash your ass.
Wash your ass. And above everything else, if you say, yeah, I'm gonna go half with you on this room, go half with them. Don't just leave them hanging like that.
No, you can't go half with them.
Proper.
I don't know if I want to know.
Proper major etiquette.
Proper etiquette.
At major tournaments, you
can't go half with everybody, sir.
You can't. But at the same time, I'll take you money at the door.
Watch your girl
at the door of the hotel. Hand me the money.
I'm not trying to watch my butt and sleep, dude.
I know your agreements.
All right,
train hard and watch your girl. Wear a glove.
Kenny, please.
PSA for Winter Bro. I will be bringing cleanliness masks, those types of surgical masks and stuff like that, because I know enemy players do not handle certain parts of their body.
Damn,
I love
if you're offended by that, you are the person I'm talking about. So I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
KWF players, he ain't saying Justice players.
Man, I'm like to scope to everybody because
that's fine. Sure. Everybody.
The anime players on the bus.
Because I know some stinking people who was over there playing insert game here.
Outro, Holland.
Cleanliness is next to godliness, and get right with God.
No ass. All right. So, anyway, you already know.
I know what it is.
But no, I will say this. Since we're not touching on it, I'll use it as my final thoughts. If you try and go somewhere, I support all sessions. Some of them are free. Some of them have a payment fee. But in general, if you have good players going to somewhere where you got to spend $5 and you had a choice between that or going to some restaurant and bumming a table so you can put a monitor on it, then you should probably, then pro tip, if you want to get better, you should probably go to the place that actually has equipment and decent players. That's all I had to say about that. Have a nice day. I'm Holland. Peace out.
Bought one cup. My bad.
I do have an answer.
My bad. I didn't mean to say that. Go ahead.
I can go? Okay, cool.
5 niggas, 1 TV.
Sir. Sir.
Yusuf, please.
No setup, but a couch. My bad.
See, that is why you're the Sixth Ranger.
Let me stop.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
go ahead, Joe.
So,
Joe, come on.
2 niggas in the couch, 4 niggas standing.
That's not funny.
Shut up.
All right, let me stop.
regardless of how you feel about certain places and events, support your local scene. Be willing to cooperate and don't argue with people about having to pay money to go to certain events and places because you have certain situations that you choose not to control.
Get a job.
I'm out.
I'm drawing though, right? Okay, I'm drawing.
Anyway, good night, everyone. OmegaSquad podcast.
One monitor.
I am your host, Rice, aka Rice. And we are out.
OmegaSquad roll out. We done.
Pair shit.